What the? Oh, I held it for too long. There we go. Well, that is the color. Yeah, I got to stream earlier. And tomorrow as well. Tomorrow because, well, the event ends a bit too soon for me to stream at a normal time. Maybe can't do that. Yeah, okay, maybe. What's the one that gives you 2 blood tokens? Just type in blood token. Alright, the artifact lands might not make the cut. Beginning of your end step, discard a card. I think I want Skewer. Right, I don't think there's room. Maybe board. I don't even remember that. One, two, three, four, six. No, it's just 8. Oh, maybe not. Maybe Terminal Agony is bait. Okay. Faithless Looting is just interesting. I don't think I want tap lands. Could wind up wanting them though, but... Alright, we'll see what happens. Start with this at least. So, Black-Red Madness, where we discard burn spells and throw them face. Skewer. Vampire's Kiss. Blood tokens are pretty good in a deck like this. I don't think... I've seen people with an artifact package, and then you can sacrifice your artifact lands to deal 4 to your opponent's face with the improvised club or whatever. But it feels a little awkward. There is the 4 untapped black sources that are artifacts, so maybe you can get away with it, but for now I'm going to try this. But this would be... These cards are also interesting. I don't know if Terminal Agony is the right direction. That's less things that impact your opponent's life total. I do like this as recurring discard, but it is a creature. It costs 2. And this seems like a pretty solid payoff to me, where it's just a 3/3 that steals a life on attack. I actually do like this, but for now, I'm going to start with this. But actually, let me put the Vault in the maybe board. Dang it. Yeah, we're going to put this in the maybe board and the club in the maybe board, because we don't know yet. But let's see what happens. I'm already very happy. Unless I'm not. I thought this was a 1/2. Okay. milled stuff. Made a 2/2. Swing for that. We'll play another one. Bump. Boop. Hehe. The flashback is pretty expensive. Okay. Alright, well, we got 2 damage in if they swing. That is very worth it. Skewer is pretty nice. And I suppose I don't cast this now? It's not like I can find anything castable. Giant growth? Okay. Uh-oh. That's essentially a lightning bolt. Sure. Okay, well they could have just cast those post-combat and then had 2 actual blockers, so bit of a mistake. Okay. Probably safe to do this first. Discard that and that. I can double madness. Oh, they're almost dead. I'm not sure if I want to swing with both of these. I think I do. We did just gain 3 life. Okay. Opponent could technically kill me. Just don't really expect it. They are still swinging, so they just put themselves to 2 here. So we have it? Yeah, we just have it. I'm going to discard Faithless Looting. I mean, it doesn't bother me. Nice. Look at that. Look at that. Getting there. Bump in the Night flashback. Pretty steep. Pretty steep. But that's alright. I did draw maybe slightly too many lands. Could think about... Well, I think there's 24. Maybe 22 is fine. Especially with all the draw discard, I don't think I'm likely to miss land drops. But I do want to hit my land drop every turn. Without question. So... Pass? Yep. Take our time. Interesting, there's no fetch land. Probably an absolutely terrible, horrendous matchup. I don't know why it wants you to click the madness. Do I swing with these? I don't feel like I'm winning a race, but I don't know. I don't know what sitting behind them really accomplishes, especially if they have any kind of burn spell. Just seems ridiculous to not swing. Alright, we're gonna swing again. Gonna play this. I don't know if Neonate is better than skewering my opponent. Alright, I'm gonna skewer my opponent. I can fiery... I could have fiery tempered with a blood token at instant speed. Looks like there's another instant in my opponent's hand. Not a great draw. Alright, I'm 2 off, so I should probably try to stabilize. This is actually really tough. I think it's right to stabilize. Well, that's not good. Okay, yeah, we just didn't get there. We just didn't get there. Just didn't get there. Again, with the bajillion lands, I think I'm gonna maybe... bring in... Recluse. And maybe, this is just better than, Faithless Salvaging? What? Oh, it won't let me add the 4th one because it's in there. Alright, that works then. I'll just do 3 and 3. Okay. Try that. How dare you gain a life? How dare you? Interesting. I think I discard the other Faithless Looting here. Gain land is cheating? What? I think I'm gonna... I don't believe I hold Bump in the Night, but I think it's free to maybe just not cast it here, because Skewer, it sets up Skewer. For each creature in your graveyard. Alright, so they have a 5/5. Interesting. Oh, life gain. Oh, yeah. I'm sure we'll make do. So, Bump in the Night. Skewer here. And I think I'm going to discard this now. Hey, we did it. I don't know why my opponent conceded. I was not going to kill them. Or at least I didn't have lethal in play and I couldn't swing. So, opponent was not dead here. Don't think this was ever attacking either, so... Cool. We take that. We take that. Do we have, Springleaf Drum? Because that would unusually be... unusually... Wow, I can't say it. Would be unusually good. Jeez. Would be unusually good. We do not have Springleaf Drum. No. I can kind of see why the club is good. It's just getting artifacts is a little annoying. Alright, let's hope it is not... something. Okay, looks like it is. Unfortunate. So, Bump in the Night. And pass. And then I can cast Fiery Temper at some point. They didn't play a Heir Apparent, so... And then we have double spell with Faithful Suiting. That's why we wait. Just get rid of you and you. Clean, clean, clean. Yeah, if they kept the 5/5 back, I mean, that's still not taking damage, right? So... Oh, opponent didn't swing. Dang it. Oh, no. How dare you think? Think we're going to play the land pre-Faithful Suiting. And there it is, working out. Although it wasn't the most amazing thing, it's still kind of nice. At this point, I'm just going to send the Fiery Temper face. Come on, come on. Yeah. Alright, so this has not been working out. This card has not been working out, really. I mean, this is another board state, which I expect to happen rather often, where I can't just play it on turn 2 and then swing with it, honestly, even once, especially when all my damage wants to go face, and then that doesn't, like, let this swing. It is a single trigger, because I can sack it to an attack, just like how you would sack this. So maybe that's just how we should look at that card. Except it costs twice as much. There's also maybe Epicure. Okay, I think Epicure is just strictly better than Volatile Wanderglyph. Maybe 2 Recluse? What else is not great? Bump in the Night is weird. I'm never realistically flashing it back, but 1 mana deal 3 is probably just perfectly fine. Oh, blood tokens are artifacts. Oh, didn't put that in the brain. Club is back on the menu, which means Vault is on the menu. And I think I'm at least just going to add the Vaults. Like, come on, get up, come on. Come on. As like another free source of artifacts. But we have plenty of blood tokens for Club. Probably better than Recluse here. Like that. One of the more overdrafted red cards. Really? Well, what set is it from? The Ixalan set? I don't know what cares in the Ixalan set about drawing and discarding, so I guess that would make sense being overdrafted. But that's draft. I mean, that's completely different. That's like saying, I don't know, Brainstorm is bad in Modern or something. I don't know. It's like we're not playing that. But I know what you mean. I understand. Don't you do it. Ugh. They did it. So, Bump in the Night and Skewer? I don't know if I'm skewering Soul Warden, but I probably should, so... I think I'm killing this as well. Our game plan kind of doesn't work when they have that kind of effect in play. Ooh, I forgot about my blood token. Oh, it's fine. Forgot about my blood token. I forgot this card just does everything for some reason. Oh, come on. Come on. Stop it. I'm going to play out my land because Bump in the Night exists, so... Okay. You got it. I don't even know why they're playing this one. Creature token that doesn't... Like, I don't even know why they're playing. They probably only just threw this in here because it said gain 1 life and didn't think about it, but it doesn't actually work. That's a weird... Like, who are these characters? I don't know these characters. That's weird. They both have glasses, too. Oh, if only I knew my opponent was going to play that. Dang. Yeah. If only we knew. Alright, well... It's always fun to see no red mana. I don't think this deck can ever win mulliganing to 6, so... Yep. No reason to play that. Just no reason. A marriage card back? People who work at WotC, you think? Huh. Oh, that's kind of cool then. That's pretty neat. Alright. I wonder what plane they're getting married on. Like, it looks like Kaladesh, sorta? Like the steampunk thing? Or whatever. Yeah, probably Kaladesh. Well, this is a hand. Face is the place. Wait, I can wait. I can just Fiery Temper whenever I want. How does my opponent commit crimes? That's weird. This is also rather unnecessary, because there are a ton of... Search target player's library for basic land, put on the battlefield, shuffles, put 2 counters on a creature. Okay, I feel not terribly threatened by that. Okay, calm down. Apparently it's just Lightning Bolt Central. This can literally win. I can just win with this, albeit rather slowly. Yeah, discard to hand size would be funny too. What? What is happening? What is this? What is this? What is going on? Nothing matters, opponent. There you go. Literally nothing matters. Alright, did that mountain win the game? So we have... Club 4+6. Oh, chat, why doesn't anything work? Why is it just not? Why does nothing work? Alright, so we do that. We do this. And then we, I don't know. That's it. That's all I've got. What a crazy hand, though. What an absolutely crazy hand. No discard spells. Not a single discard spell. That is not lethal. That is also not lethal. Okay. Come on! Come on! Ah! Ah! So close. Oh man, this hand was ridiculous. This hand was ridiculous. I mean, this is so stupid. Such a stupid looking hand. I don't think I could have sent the burn spells any faster either without the 4th land, so is what it is. That's a really crazy hand though. Well, that'll never happen again. Well, maybe it will, who knows. I hope it does, but we'll just win next time when it does. 1 damage off. Like, so many. We had so many cards in our deck, too, that were just good there. So many cards that were good. What a tragedy. Actual shambles. Alright. Oh, I'm terribly confused. Yep. I was about to say. I don't know what that means, but it doesn't look good for you. I'm streaming so early because, Raid. And the Pauper event. I want actual content for the Pauper event. Can't play this format normally. So, I gotta stream it earlier. Well, I don't even know if I'm in for Raid, but still. I think I am? I was last time. I was doing all the ad damage. Surely I'm important. Who knows? Killing the cactus when they decided to use a ramp on it? No, still would never, ever, ever kill that. I would never, ever commit to killing that there. Alright, well, Soul Warden is, very beatable for a lot of the decks, but not really for mine. And of course, it's one of those, I have the turn 1 life gain spell into infinite Heir Apparent for the rest of the game, as is tradition. So, you got it. Yep, of course. Whoop. Keeps a 2-lane hand too, right? Why not? That and this, I think. Yep. Maybe without the Soul Warden I can beat it. Doesn't look too good though. I will play the land. Well. Have to do enough damage next turn. I'm showing 5 damage, which is not enough. Just showing 5 here. Okay, I'm showing 3. Well, at least my opponent was smart enough to not waste their time casting an irrelevant spell. Alright, well, that's another game just washed out. Potato Brain, Heir Apparent. Suppose I would have won had I not needed to kill Soul Warden. So Soul Warden yet again winning. I think Bump in the Night is bad here. Maybe we shouldn't run it. I don't know. At that point, like, what are we even doing? Galvanic Blast could possibly just be better than this. Could think about Galvanic Blast. It's not impossible to get Metalcraft going. Could also put the 4 bridges in play, because we're not playing turn 1 stuff very, very often. And when we are, that turn 1 thing is not super crucial to have been cast turn 1, except maybe Epicure. Not Neonate, not Looting, not Bump in the Night, so we could play the bridges and then add Galvanic Blast. Looting still could have found double Temper? Oh, you're right. We didn't give ourselves the out. That's true. That's true. We should have cast it. You're right. When you're right, you're right. Bloop. Probably could have played this first. Who knows? Yeah, okay. Probably could have just played this first, actually. Fair enough. Here we go with the life gain lands. Yeah. Probably discard the Neonate. Discate the Neonard. I probably should. I want to be mana efficient. This is not very useful. Opponent has a 1 mana instant and it is white. Good to know. Good to know. Well, barring any discard, I mean life gain, I think we're sort of okay. We do have a fair amount of damage in hand. Hard to get it all going, though. Not impossible. I don't think any creature sack cards would make sense. Improvised Club can sack creatures, right? Yeah, good to know. Alright, we found the thing we needed. Again, we know of a protection spell, so... I think we're just passing? Or do we do this and discard Fiery Temper? I don't want to get hit by... Yeah, I don't want to get hit by life gain. Although there's not much I can do about it anyways. Okay, so this is us basically losing the game. Because again, there is a blatantly obvious protection spell, so I guess nothing mattered anyways. Alright. Glad we had to play against the slowest person. Oh yeah, it's the only Metalcraft card, I forgot. I think Bump in the Night is poop. I think that's still accurate. How do I get to my sideboard without... Wizards. Maybe one less swamp. It's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Okay. It's called Salty, first of all. And I'm not salty. I don't care if I lose, it just takes... It takes the winds out of my sails when someone, like, spends 20 seconds on a clearly lethal play. Like, just kill me, please. So I can move on. Like, the math does itself. It's not like it was something you had to count. And there was an obvious protection spell. I could have, like, cast the spell, but it doesn't. It's, they displayed it. There's no reason to waste even more time casting it. I don't know if it's ever right to play the damage ones. So far for us it hasn't felt right. Alright, well, I can probably just not cast anything for a turn. Okay. What the heck is this? Huh, that's pretty cool. Do I want to kill this? No, not particularly. What is that? Cast your second spell, put a counter on it, scry. Alright, don't care. Come on, swing. Swing, please. Give me that sweet 12. Oh, opponent. Fiery Temper Face, I believe? No. No. We want to do this. Yep. And probably another Neonate. Because they're pretty annoying to try to block. And while also killing me. Like, 1 damage off of these is pretty valuable. And they have Menace, so it could be hard to ever swing. I think I have my opponent on the defense anyways, though. Here's where the life gain lands would be much better than the ones they're currently playing. They really don't want to get hit by these. But we do get one through and the other can be simply sacrificed, so we have a good attack here. Suppose I can do that. Getting these out as early as possible is always nice. Well, the only thing that matters here is probably life gain. Or some kind of prey upon fight effect nonsense. Yeah, it's kind of hard to come out of this, but yeah, we have lethal in hand as well, even if they didn't die on board. No artifacts this time, right? Yeah, no artifacts. Did we have any? We did have 2. Okay. We had 2 more in hand. Could have found some here. Alright, so closer than it looks to getting Metalcraft again. It's not like Shocking is even that bad anyways. I finished the entire Diablo 4 season, now I have nothing to do. Guess I'll just give all my items away. Did the whole thing. Uh-oh. Oh no. It's happening again. Do we... I think we still wait a turn. I think I still wait a turn. Well, that's not a Vault Scourge. What does this do? It's when it dies, you exile top card. We could think about running this. Although, I don't know if I like that. Alright, let's hope we draw something good here. We actually did. Wow. And my opponent also didn't have Skull Clamp thing. Oh, well, they couldn't have played it yet. Never mind. They can still have it. We have triple... So we have 9, 10, 11. Yep. Oh, there it is. Oh, silly me, thinking my opponent just doesn't have it for once. That's my bad. That is my bad. I will actually shock this so I can swing potentially twice with this. That seems ideal. The artifact disfigure. That's kind of cool. Oh, look, my opponent has a second one. No way. Imagine always having this. Yep. Cranial Ram. Every single game I play against this deck, it has Cranial Ram. Every single time. There has not been a time where they haven't had it. It has happened every single time. Over like the 6 hours of playing this format. Every single time. I beat probably a lot of other openings from that deck, but just not with that stupid Ram. This feels totally fine if I find a black source, so... Again, mulliganing is an absolute nightmare for a deck like this. A complete nightmare. Is Metallic Rebuke a common? I haven't seen anyone cast that yet. I suppose it would have to fit in your deck, and that could be pretty, pretty difficult, so... there's no reason to blood token here. Chromatic Sphere, huh? Wow. We get rid of this and we swing with it. Am I beating 1 damage a turn here? I think so. I probably should send both of these face. Put my opponent to effectively 6. Well, we see what happens when they don't have the, Cranial Ram. If I don't find what I need this turn, I might be doomed. But we'll see. Well, I didn't find what I needed immediately off the top. Found it. Sweet. Got there. Yep, no cranial ram. See what happens. You see what happens. Interesting card, though. I have not seen anyone play this one before. I mean, if you don't like Disfigure, I guess you wouldn't like this either. But it is an artifact. I think that counts for something. This is a very interesting card. I hadn't thought to run this one. And you sack it to Surveil. Not very exciting, but artifact removal, that's... Huh. I like that. -2/-2 is kind of good here. I wouldn't say it's like the best thing to do, but it's alright. I think that's totally fine. Most decks would not like to play against Disfigure, I think. Oy, okay, well there's only like 7 black sources. Okay, that was probably so bad I couldn't keep it anyways, so I'm just trying to win with 6 cards again. Guess I don't need that. I don't know. Everything feels kind of bad here. Alright. Whoop, that's not it. This is my first opponent since this event started, where Elena Morales has played on turn 1. For some reason, it just hasn't happened yet. Okay, well, doesn't look too great when you don't have anything to do with it. I probably should have killed it if... Well, I don't know if I would have killed it, actually. Probably would not have. They probably also should not swing. Alright, YSB on their ears. Let's just get the recurring damage in play first. Skewer. Love to see that. I wonder if this is the mono 5-drop deck. Oop. It's funny that this stops attacks. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what on earth is, like, not castable in your deck when you have 5 lands in play. Or 5 mana. I guess basically 5 lands. That's very strange. They must have had something, but nothing mattered, so they didn't bother trying to cast it, but... I really don't know what was going on here. This is a strange keep, maybe. I don't know, it's leaving me questioning things, I'm not sure. But we've played mono green a few times. There's all like the 5 mana 4/4s that draw a card when they enter, so you can just keep like playing 5 mana 4/4s on starting turn like 4. I don't think you can do it turn 3. Oh, you can do it turn 3 actually. Yeah, you can. Bro, we took out so many swamps. This is the second time this has happened. I think I'll keep this because these 4 cards actually work, so... They're thinking about Vault Scourge. Surely. Told you. Told you. What do I discard? Fiery Temper. I don't know if it's going face, though. It probably shouldn't in this early in the game. I think Vault Scourge will just be problematic. Okay, not drawing a red source is also problematic. What the heck is this? Whenever you cast a spell of 4 or greater, make a 1/1. Okay, I don't think I'm terribly concerned about that one. But it is interesting. Alright, we have Metalcraft for the non-existent Galvanic Blast. Was it Mirror Enforcer? How many 4-drops are you playing in this? Seems weird. You went 3-0 with the Affinity deck? Nice. You mean you stopped playing after 3? What do you mean? Why'd you do that? Wait, this costs 4? Oh, it does. Alright. Well. This is bad. I think, maybe. I'm saying it's bad, so it's bad. Killing Volt Scourge was, in fact, very, very correct. Yeah, let's do this. And I don't know if I'm going to do anything else. Getting rid of Faithless Looting here is reasonable. Yeah. It's absolutely insane how different this matchup is when they don't have that equipment. Cranial Ram super early. It's just completely nuts. I think it was a 2-turn clock anyways, so... Actually, was it? No, it was a 3-turn clock. So here, yeah, Cranial Ram might actually do it. Nope, never mind. Get absolutely trampled, Cranial Ram. Get trampled. This is, I think, the first time I've won a game ever after this has resolved. I think this is the very first time. At least the ones I can remember, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, alright, we got there. We actually had Metalcraft, too. We actually did it. Look at that. Yeah, I think it was a 3-turn clock without Cranial Ram. And killing Volt Scourge was right. We made all the right choices. We did all the right things. Oh, I was hoping this would be something else. Alright, it's Jund Cleansing Wildfire. Sure. That's really cool. I do not currently look like a Madness deck. Twisted Landscape. Sacrifice it, search your library for... Okay. Whenever you cast this spell, sacrifice... Okay. Sure. I guess I'm just passing, right? Would appear to be the case. Whenever you sack an Eldrazi, put a counter on this. The only one you've ever... Artisan Brawl? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Alright, my opponent sent out a giant Ent. Pretty cool. Love to see it. I kind of want to play Cleansing Wildfire. I don't know about this thing, though. This has Reach, right? It does. So we go here... Another spot where Faithless Looting might not be the correct idea, just given my color situation. This has Reach, if I hadn't already said that. So, pass. Alright. They both have Reach, by the way, not just this one. They both have the Reach. Alright, they opened the window to 1 damage. I also probably wanted to block that and then just sack one of my things to this. And also drawing after combat might be incorrect. Yeah, we're gonna just be mana efficient. I probably just definitely wanted to block this. Hopefully it doesn't matter. So far it's not looking like it does. I can cast one of these. Cannot cast both. Suppose I'm still discarding 2 of them? Yeah. Kind of tragic, but it is what it is. I can push 1 damage right now. Maybe, depending on what my opponent may or may not have, so... I think I'm swinging? Just, you get 1 damage in. Food token feels bad. But 6 is pretty good here, let's pass. Alright, this is like a combination of 2 things. I'm not sure if I would go in both of these directions in the same deck. That's kind of a lot. Well, I think the second Limbus is going to seal it. I don't think I can beat the second one. Or, excuse me, the second food token. It doesn't really matter what it is. I would save these. No, you can use them for the food. Okay. So... I don't know if I cast this 2/2. I guess I do, because it doesn't really matter. What? So, is additional cost, sack a creature... Okay. Cool deck. I like it. I like it. A little weird. I don't know if all of this fits in the same deck. I mean, my opponent had it work there. If I correctly blocked this last time, I'd be at 15, and then clubbed to my opponent's face. Could I have won with another turn? Let's say I actually blocked and then sacrificed. I'd be at 15. I block here right now this turn. I take 12. And then they're at 7? I don't think there's... So next turn, if I drew double... If I drew Fiery Temper or Elms and had blood tokens, I could go 1, 2, swing, discard, swing. I don't think I had lethal with the perfect draws, but I did not give myself the out. I didn't give myself the out. So what has not worked? Faithless Looting, surprisingly, has been not too good. When the graveyard side of it isn't as important, it doesn't look as good, right? Still feels completely incorrect to take out any of them. No, I think everything here is fine. I think this is about as good as I can expect out of something like this. The kitchen has been pretty useful, right? Sometimes it's just 4 damage. On average, I'd say it's actually doing more damage than Alms or Fiery Temper. All it has to do is hit twice. It's like a 1-mana Boros charm. Taking out Bump of the Night was definitely correct, though. Yeah, no, I think this was just fine. I'll move on from this. We'll play a different deck. I'll play a different deck now, but... Yeah, I think this worked out. The initial ideas were not very successful. This is never actually swinging and making contact. I think this slows your game plan down way too much, and you start to lean into a different kind of deck, which is fine. It just I don't think this involves going face too well. It also is 2 on the madness, and it's 1 of each color, which is rather demanding from this kind of deck, right? Burn's not looking to do something like this, I think. Bump of the Night was not really working. Galvanic Blast with all the treasure or blood blood tokens, and then the 8 artifacts lands were this is great, I think. Even just as a shock is probably just better than Bump of the Night in a deck like this. We're never getting flashback. If these made treasure tokens, well, maybe, but it doesn't. Improvise Club, another thing. You can sack creatures too. It's not just blood tokens and artifact lands. What else was not... Yeah, this thing. This did not ever work either, so... The creature-based stuff not being able to swing is... It just sort of nullifies... You give your opponent essentially free counter spells when you do not swing in with your creatures. So they just sit there and don't do anything. This one, at the very least, discards when you swing to, like, sacrifice it, essentially. And then this one sort of does the same thing. You steal 1 life, and then it dies, potentially in combat. But throwing burn at creatures is not really a good idea. You can, right? You can do that. But in this exact iteration, I wouldn't say so. So, I do really like this, though. This was pretty successful, right? It's just you have to dodge Soul Warden, which, rather popular, I would say, Soul Warden. Although you can kill the first Soul Warden and then proceed to win. I will say that. So it wasn't like completely lights out. Even life gain lands were actually beatable. Especially with some 4 damage spells looming in the midst to kind of push that away. So, liked it. Would recommend. So do we want to play that version where we play removal? And we play... Deadly Dispute instead of cycling. That I think that's a different kind of deck. Where we were just trying to send spells to face. Not my kind of deck, I must admit, but at least it gets pretty quick games in, right? You either win immediately or you don't. Yeah, a slower version is definitely possible. We played a Grixis Madness one that was like very slow last time. I can't really remember what the blue brought. I don't know what the blue cards were, but I'd have to go find my own YouTube video. Shoot. Let's look at maybe trying out something that our opponent just played. I do like Cleansing Wildfire. Right? I don't know if Jund is the right way to go with this, but I don't hate it. It's probably the way I would go. Probably. I love the red-green artifact land. I think it's really cool. Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm drawing a blank. Oh no. Uh-oh. Where is it? I can do it. I can do it. I'm drawing such a huge blank. Wait a minute. What? What's happening? Oh, I was about to have a meltdown. I'm like, what's happening? Oh, there it is. Okay, I wasn't actually going crazy. Okay, I wasn't going crazy. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Tormenting Voice? Burns 2? What? What are you talking about? Claim the Prize is the... Oh, one sec. We might end up having this be good. Wouldn't be surprised if we didn't, though. Our opponent was playing which one? Why would they not play Costly Plunder? And which one were they running? It was like... Which one was it? This one? Nope. I think they were playing this one. It's probably, I mean, this one doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, it was probably this one. Can't remember. A discard, then draw 2 that burns for 2. Well, there's not many cards that discard and deal damage, so... Oh, grab the prize, alright. Draw 2 if the discarded wasn't a land. Deal... Yeah, this is interesting. Probably better than the escape rebound thing. The problem with the 2-mana discards, it's really hard to also cast anything. Maybe this makes up for it, though. This could be I would say it works. To some capacity, I think that definitely is something to think about. It had not been on my radar. Wait, that's all the Eldrazi? Oh, fair enough. Repurposer is interesting. I suppose that's just what you throw in here as well. What about this one? What does this one do? Oh, it's that thing, right. Glimpse is pretty interesting. I think we're a Glimpse deck. To some degree. So of all the 3 cycling things, we have a 6-mana 6/5 that's hard to block. Though I think maybe the reach in food is just pushes this one over the edge as like the one to play. I don't know in what number, but I want more ways to generate mana. What's one more card that generates at least Eldrazi Scions? Oh, that's not that. Is spelled? Wait, what is it called? Spawn. Rumble? Oh, this deck almost fills itself. Though I don't know if I like Blood Fountain. Maybe 2 Blood Fountain. How much black do we really need? We could probably just not play black, but then you run out of cards and feel stupid, so maybe you shouldn't do that. Rampant Growth is okay. Spot Removal is okay. Maybe Brood Scale? What's another good Rumble target? Removal. I want some kind of removal spell, maybe. Removal that is a permanent. To cracked skull. Ugh. Ugh. So you enchant something, and then that creature becomes essentially as 1 toughness. And it comes with a discard spell. I actually sort of like this. I just don't think you're really enchanting anything that's worthwhile. My opponent was playing the bestow thing. Is that... It's not removal, but it's pretty interesting. We didn't really give it much of a shot last time we tried it. Okay, this is actually pretty cool. Feel a little light on the answers, but if my creatures are the largest, then I don't really care. I don't think I need 4 of these. Maybe like that. Okay, Glimpse doesn't look great here. Yeah, okay, Glimpse doesn't look right anymore. Doesn't look right. Some kind of black removal spell. There's plenty to choose from, so... Alright. Maybe something more obvious. Stab? Stab. Wait, what was the... Wait. Stab is the... Is Stab the second one, or is it the third one? Disfigure's the first one. I can't remember if Stab is the third one. What are we unearthing? Basically nothing. Tragic Slip? Oh, yes. Please. I haven't got to play this card in so long. With all the Eldrazi spawn, surely we can Tragic Slip. This actually could kill giant creatures out of the enchantment deck, too. Bogles. Oh, let it be right. I'm going to at least try it. Okay, so Jund Eldrazi, with the Eldrazi spawn being able to be the target of sacrifice for cards like this, this, and this, or excuse me, this is pretty cool. This is probably a solid deck to try to use Tragic Slip. It's not the best card, but I really want to try it, so I'm going to try it here. And Cleansing Wildfire on Indestructible Lands is excellent, although this could simply be Rampant Growth, and then we could just remove basically all the red, other than like the things specifically for this card here. Galvanic Blast is yet again another card to maybe think about. We could add 4 Vaults. Actually, hold on. I think Galvanic Blast is better than this, and is probably possible. So let's be sad about our not Tragic Slip. Let's just be sad about it. Except that it's probably not right, so. And the same logic, it probably... let's go to 1 Blood Fountain. Probably okay to run Improvised Club as well. I don't think I need to throw that much damage at my opponent's face, though. So, alright. This is exciting. I like this. This is really cool. I have not played anything like this before. Afro Samurai. Huh. That's my, that was my Halloween getup every year. Believe it. Believe it or not. I think it's okay to keep a slower hand. This is Historic Pauper. Mulliganing in this format is very bad too, right? Could think about 22 lands yet again. It does default to 24. This is probably a 24 land deck, though. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, they mulliganed. Yep. Let's take our time here. We do have Galvanic Blast already. Okay, I don't like to see Sultai mana. That's kind of concerning. Let's go ahead and get rid of one of these. Okay, let's play you. And I'm not going to commit the treasure token. Lembas. Alright, we're in it to see what happens here. I don't know. In it to see what happens. So now we cast Rumble. Generous Ent. Okay. Pass the turn? Or do I cast Rumble again? I can probably get... No, I'm just gonna pass. Could actually play Generous Ent next turn. Rather surprising. Uh-oh. Oh no. Sultai Ramp. We've seen this before. As in... me. Me and me alone, basically. Yeah, we're gonna commit... We're gonna commit Generous Ent here. Hopefully it does something. But we'll see. We could also play Heaped Harvest. I mean, it works for our opponent here, so... Ice Tunnel. Interesting. Where are all our Eldrazi? Did we mill any? No? I wonder what we're playing against. There's no Reliquary Tower in this format, right? Opponent is going super deep. I don't know what they're looking for. Interesting, though. I mean, that's like a serious... Alright, let's play this for... Bestow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it on the Eldrazi here. Oh, okay, Turbo Fog. I don't believe I have any way other than Galvanic Blast to push damage. Also, what is the blue? No idea. Play this for 3. Could have done it for 4 as well. Yeah, a few titles. I don't know which one I'd want to use. I'm not really keen on any of them. I fully expect my opponent to have, like, fogs for the rest of the game. It's just a matter of Galvanic Blast surprising my opponent, potentially. Would be my main idea here. Veteran Brawler, yeah, I have that one. Yeah, double Galvanic Blast does kill them. I have 2 more in the deck. Let's go ahead and sack the food token. I don't think blowing up my opponent's lands is very productive, so... Of course we don't draw it. Map token here. I can't cast Rumble because it mills my Galvanic Blasts. Or at least has the option, a chance to. Nope, I'm gonna cast it anyways. Probably too late now. I think it's too late. Definitely some kind of out there, but too late. Could have won if we drew them. And that does make me want to play Improvised Club more. Definitely. I don't think I need a mountain. Do we not have any swamps in here? I guess I don't really need any, actually, yeah. There's really no large desire to have a swamp, to be honest with you. So, what does this do? Stuff? Can we sack and... No, I'm just gonna make a... I'm gonna make a 3/4 flyer. This could be really hard for this deck to swing past. Even Heir Apparent could struggle to swing past it, even with like 5 bunnies. Okay, gonna need you to draw some Eldrazi or something here. I think we rumble, yeah. Can we beat an army of rabbits? I really think we sort of can. I think so. It'd be really hard to swing into me, so... Oh my god, the lands, bro! What is going on? Ugh. The turbo deck gonna win? Well, I just deck out. I just run out of cards and lose again. Oh, is it the... I have 4 lands and never draw another one ever again perfectly? Looks like it is. Okay, we're definitely taking out some lands here, for sure. No way, my opponent drew a land. Wow. Think we're dead. Thought we could do something, but not when we draw, like, only lands. It's not gonna win. Okay, you got it. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've seen 13 lands. $15, 16, 17? Okay. You got it. So, 18... There were only 6 lands left in 37 cards. I still don't think a swamp is worth it. It's just the Galvanic Blast edge is probably worth it. I really don't think it is. Could think about it. Maybe it's probably easy enough to drop a forest with that logic. I really think I want Improvised Club. Rumble has not felt good. has not felt good. I could probably circumvent that by running more things that care about it, like take out Blood Fountain. We can try the Disfigure. Repurposer also mid. Was it Mill? No, it wasn't Mill. It was just they shuffle their own library, their graveyard back into their own library. Could try all of these. It helps Rumble make more sense, I would argue. Maybe 2 Ents. Do I really want Club? Maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. I could just... Yeah, we're gonna go to 22 lands. Tithing Blade is probably really slow, I think. Refurbished Familiar, always something to consider. We have quite a few artifacts actually, so this makes treasure tokens as well. Familiar could be good here. I think on average, if it costs 2, we're happy. I don't like it at 3. I do think I like it more than Eldrazi Repurposer. But then the Writhing... How do you say that? Chrysalis? Writhing Chrysalis? Starts to be questionable. Could just simply drop Generous Ent entirely. Maybe totally fine with that. Like that. Okay. Maybe drop one of these? I don't know. I do really like both. Maybe go down to Galvanic Blast? No, I don't think so. Between these two, I think maybe... Oh, that's not right. Like that. Okay, I like that. I like it. Makes me happy. Felipe. No Teferi for you. Could you imagine someone like slipped in Mythic Rare somehow? Could you imagine? Alright, well we have the early game covered, assuming the early game involves creatures. Alright, love that. That was nice. This card is very popular. Can't say I'm surprised, it's just interesting. Suppose I'll just kill it, right? Might as well cast my cards. I already like this card. We'll see if I like it again. Alright. Opponent couldn't take all the lands, I guess. They might have actually just missed their land drop, but honestly, they're probably just okay. It's not like I'm in any rush to kill them. Just play this next turn. Take it. This is definitely a format you can miss your land drop, though. Not saying you have to. You can simply just go to the next game. You don't have to miss your land drop. It's not like it's ranked or anything. People aren't getting thinking too deep about it, right? Alright, they thought about a 1-mana spell and didn't cast it. What does that mean? Proliferate? Alright. They didn't do anything. Interesting. Probably did not have to get a swamp here, but I think it's okay. Alright, I don't know what's going on. If it's Turbo Fog again, so be it, but I'd be hard-pressed to be convinced of that. But we'll see. We almost have 8 damage. Out of nowhere. Alright, they played a death-touching 1-2. You got it. Maybe it's the protection spell that can target lands. Whatever the Loren's Escape... Jeez. Alright. I mean, I'll keep doing it. Oh, I didn't spend my mana the way I want it. It really wants to tap the land you target it. Like, it really likes to do that. Rumble? Sure. Okay. Well, it's not a... Wait, is this toxic? No, it's not toxic. Okay, cool. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can cast both of these. Wish I didn't have to lose a spawn first, but I think that's perfectly okay. Wait, you have mana? Wait a minute, what? It's colorless mana. Oh, no, it isn't. Uh-oh. What is this? Oh, no. What's an instant speed 1 mana fight? I am not sure. Alright, apparently nothing. Apparently literally nothing. You got it. So we have +8/+8 across our 2 creatures right now. If we untap, it starts to get comical. I don't feel like there's a bunch of colorless spells worth sacking Eldrazi immediately for. Like Sphere and stuff, it just doesn't feel right. Maybe it is. Maybe like Chromatic Sphere is possible here. Sack that, and then like play it, and then I can leave out Blast and all that jazz. Alright, so I am going to respect the first one here. Because I don't think the spawn are terribly worthwhile keeping around. They're mousing over their hand every spawn sack. No, you want to wait till I get one more. Okay, so that goes up to 7. There's nothing I can do about that. Like, there's also that goes up to 7. And it's also... No, it's not indestructible. We can save our creature. Now there's another spell again. Still gonna go for it. I might as well, so... Might as well. I don't think in the long run this hurts us too bad. They also could have fought with the Death Toucher, which if they have another one, I'm sure they will this time. Oh, no, they don't have it. They do swing. I probably should trade with the stats. If you have an indestructible card, it would get me later anyway, so yeah, we'll just do that. So, here... Okay. Okay. Alright, so we can make one of these massive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sure. Could have put it on the 3-3 instead, but this is fine. It's a casual 14 damage. Or I guess 12 damage, actually. Okay. Could have done it for 1 less and had Galvanic Blast. Don't think it really matters. Alright. Oh, there is Toxic here. I was thinking there was an early Proliferate spell, but they didn't play any Toxic cards. I don't imagine that's what's going on now. It could be Bushwhack. What's the other one? Pick your poison. Okay. That is an enchantment. That's really annoying. That is an enchantment. Does this have flash? It does not. I suppose I will cast it pre-combat. Because if they block, we're happy. Because then I can send both... Oh, wait a minute. They're at 8. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I could have just... yeah. That's my bad. I was too fixated on the 6-6 swinging again. I was thinking of math, but... Pretty interesting. Yeah, I like this one. I don't like this one as much, though. Because it costs 3, and I don't know if the toughness is worth it, but... The 1 and 2 minute Death Touchers are pretty solid, right? Yeah, cool. Very cool. Pick your poison made me sacrifice a 9-10, though. Hate to see that. Drowsy Repurposer... I don't know if there are better options. I feel like there are, though. Not when it comes to actually putting Eldrazi in play, so maybe that doesn't... Maybe that's not true. An interesting thing about Rumble milling me, which I don't really like, the self-mill here feels kind of bad. Maybe it really doesn't. You do have the benefit of, like, milling the disputes and the offerings, where sometimes, like, instead of drawing it, you mill it, right? Because that's, you know, instead of wasting it, your draw step to and casting it just for 1 additional card, you can just simply just skip it, which I kind of like. What about this thing? Whenever 1 or more counters are put on it, make a Scion. So you can use map tokens from this to put counters here, but that's really about it. Oh, what about this? No, this doesn't have counters. It doesn't place them here. I'm sure there is a bunch of spells that would work really nicely with this, but then what am I doing with all that colorless mana? What if we... Wait, is it banned? Hold on, where is it? Where's the other Eldrazi? Is it not legal? Can you not play Glaring Flesh Raker? Or whatever it's called? Huh. Well, I don't see it here. Let me make sure it exists. Is it an uncommon? I just don't want to spell it. Wait a minute. Alright, something's happening here. I don't like it. I shouldn't have to select a collection. Eldrazi. Show me my Eldrazi. Oh, it is. I thought it was a common. Okay, that takes me by surprise. This would probably... Ooh. This would probably break the format. I don't know. Would it? You can cycle all those 1-minute artifacts and just deal a bunch of damage. I've done that in Artisan. This card is nuts in Artisan. I know I've done it somewhere, so it must have been Artisan. It was either Artisan or random jank that I played at some midweek thing. I'm not sure. Maybe I just played it in normal historic. I can't remember. I don't remember playing Artisan with MH3 cards. Alright, so there goes that one then. So it's a matter of spheres and stuff. Candy Trail draws, but you can't draw off itself. Lembus is maybe interesting, but what are we taking out? I kind of like everything except Repurposer. And I'm not even sure if running Sphere does make sense. It just gives us something to do with Spawn, but taking out Eldrazi Spawn makes me have less to do anything with in the first place, so... And this definitely wants a fair amount of them in the deck, so I really don't know. I think everything is just fine, right? Like, is this the next card I'd put in here? What does it work with? Galvanic Blast, Deadly Dispute, Fanatical Offering, and Eldrazi Spawn for color. And at the very worst, it just cycles itself. It's just not bad. It's just not bad. What if I drop some offerings? Is that okay? Like, and then doo-doo. What if I dropped all of them? I wonder, I'm very curious how necessary this is. It doesn't even feel necessary. Color fixing with the Eldrazi Spawn is not entirely useless, but also not that crucial. Okay, what if we just had one sphere? That still feels wrong. I think this is a 4-0. 4-0 kind of card. Doesn't make sense to run a single one. Alright, yeah, I would just make the argument it's not worth it then. Alright, that's fine. I think we can parse out that logic. Or not. Well, on the play with one land. All in. We're all in. Can't stop me. Don't care. It's the land where people might concede turn one, because it represents Cranial Ram. Okay, we got there. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say we got there, but... Oh, hey, alright, now we're doing stuff. Now we're doing stuff. Let's get a green... I can also draw... Wow, we that's why you keep one lands. That's why you keep one land hands. For that exact reason. Faceless Agent. So this could be Eldrazi. Could be Eldrazi. I think it is worth it to ignore this and just run this out as a thing to, well, run out. Alright, they're reading my cards, so I don't imagine they have it in their deck. This has to be Eldrazi. Maybe it isn't. They're reading an Eldrazi. Vampires or something? We could run this instead of Repurposer to just always get this card. I don't think that's worth it, though. Opponent discards Abrade. Okay. Bitter Reunion. What is worth giving haste? Enters... Something gets Death Touch. Alright. A little spooky. That is a rat. Alright, so maybe a rat deck. I like that. That is pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and get rid of the Death Toucher. So we can swing. Oh, not with these. But here is where Chromatic Sphere would feel pretty nice. Instead of offering, I think. Though, again, not necessary. I can simply just not cast it that turn, right? It's not like pushing damage changes anything that significant. I could just do the damage later. Also, they blocked anyways. Okay, another card getting Death Touch in hand. There's no, like, 1-2 all opponent's creatures kinds of cards, so... I'm curious what's worth giving Death Touch to. Alright, so we can do 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have lethal in play. Barring any removal. Oh, I guess the lethal is out of hand, but... Okay. What's a 2-minute spell that kills one of these? I'm not sure. Alright, they're just taking it, so Galvanic Blast roses over the edge. You know what? I want to see more of my opponent's deck. I'm going to pass. I really want to know what's worth giving Death Touch. It's BM, but I want to see. Alright, they've got it. They've got something, but we'll see what it is. Whenever this creature attacks, if there are 4 more types... Ah, so this deals 1 damage to all of my stuff, but you have to give it haste. Okay. And you have Delirium. I see. Alright, so... Alright. Kind of BM, I know, but I wanted to see what my opponent had. It would have stabilized had I not have Burn in my deck. Actually, if I had no way to kill this, it would keep me shut down forever. I would never be able to play a creature because it could swing every turn. So there is a way to do it. This is insane to me. I believe this is probably either getting Berserker... Wait, what was this? Yeah, Berserker or Cyclops. Probably Berserker, but who knows. It's weird, though, because you have rats. Maybe you can run... I don't know how you set it up with Faceless Agent. Maybe you just run 4 and 4, and then, like, this has a chance of drawing either of them? I don't know. That's pretty cool, though. That is pretty cool. Bit mana intensive, and didn't appear to have any way to defend themselves. Well, they had an Abrade, but they got rid of it. Neat. I liked what I just saw. Okay. Something about the red-green artifact land just makes me so happy. Fanatical Firebrand. Alright, we've been here before. Quite a few times. Red or green? Probably green. With the chance of double rumble. Alright, it's just one drop potato haste. Okay, fortunately I can't double up on spells here. Kind of tragic. This is still just okay. Probably buys me the most time. Gets rid of a card and most likely blocks or dies to a 1/1 anyways. Volt Charge. What are we proliferating? That's really weird. What on earth are you proliferating? Alright, it actually gave them 2 spells in the graveyard. Okay, that's not great here. Whoa. Lost a Galvanic Blast. Could have been useful. This is where, like, Lembus and Ent look pretty good. A 3rd Volt Charge. I will block the 2/2. Okay. Not sure what I'm going to rumble into. There are some pretty good rumble hits, though. Alright, that's probably one of the good rumble hits, I would argue. It's actually really good here. Yeah, this is where Familiar just looks really good. You know, just going down 2 cards here is just really not great for the opponent, and they're also blockers, which is also a nightmare. You need to cast a burn spell or sack more creatures to get them out of the way, so Refurbished Familiar, just looking really nice. We don't have black mana, so I can't sack anything in response in this spot, but we're probably bound to draw something really good next turn, right? Yeah, mono red does, I think, struggle to get over the finish line in Historic Pauper. I think there needs to be more, whether it's Madness Black Red or... I'm not really sure, but it just seems like mono red's kind of struggling. The Mind Sculptor, alright. No Cleansing Wildfire. Rip. Alright, let's see how slow we can go. The green bridges are just so satisfying. I can't tell you why. Can't place my finger on it. Okay, so either some kind of combo deck or... Alright, just... Blitz to a ninja. I draw no Galvanic Blast, no artifact. It's a mold of 4, so you only do one thing. I did not give myself maximum outs. That was probably a mistake. Why does this always scry 2 on top? Can someone explain that to me? Why is it always scrying 2 on top? The amount of times they scry on top is completely insane to me. It's nuts how often that happens. They know about one card on top this time. Okay, they did just take it. Got rid of random thing with stuff, sure. Okay, I draw not much of anything. We dodged a counterspell. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, come on! Come on! What top deck is this? Oh, come on! What kind of top deck is that? That's insane. That's the best card here, too. It's literally the best card in the deck. By a landslide there. It's just like the perfect draw. Oh, man. Alright. What a nightmare. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Alright. Well, when you draw like that, you can mulligan to 4 and never lose. Draw like that, you can't lose. Literally unlosable. I had Bauble, Blast, and that's really about it to deal with any of that. Didn't draw a single copy of either. A single copy would have been excellent as well. All I needed was one. So the more I play, the less I really like Repurposer. Same with Rumble. Almost wish Rumble was like a Rampant Growth. No, Rumble's fine. What kind of spell do we need? I don't think I want more interaction. Though it's not impossible to put it in. We could now put Chromatic Sphere in here. I think. I am still curious about that, so 3 seems not as good as 4, but I don't want to try to slap the 4th one in right now. Yeah, that was the best Molda 4 I have ever seen. I'm going to hold off on Wildfire. This does generate black mana. I'm still going to hold off, actually. Opponent hasn't done anything, so neither will I. Alright, now we can just do it. Yeah, that's fine. I don't expect this to survive, but it would be kind of nice if it did. Although if they're just killing it, I hardly feel upset about that. It just 2-for-1's my opponent. Mono Red does not want to be 2-for-1'd. Yep. Getting 2-for-1'd is a complete nightmare. I don't even know if you'd ever even shock that. I think if you suspect cranial plating, or whatever, cranial clamp, cranial ram? I can't remember the name. I guess killing this, but all the burn going face is very crucial, and I think they can survive 2 damage a turn, so I don't know if I would have shocked that. But they did. Alright, Chromatic Sphere already looking pretty nice. Wow, I got a Liliana Dreadhorde. Whoa. Not sure where I could put a second one. Maybe do that. Okay. Should we play Turbo Fog? I don't know. I think it's funny. But, I don't know. I almost just don't want to play it. But we bring out the salt. Bear trap? Whoa, what are you doing over there? Sacrifice it, lightning bolt a creature. Alright. That's pretty cool. Doesn't go face, though. I'm not sacking a land, so... Maybe I only want 3 Hydra? I feel like I have one every time I want one. Probably just want 3. Prophetic Prism. That's another interesting one. Although we haven't had color issues, really. We're going to play one of these out. We're just going to send it as a 2-3. I wonder if this is Turbo Fog. No, red doesn't make sense. Unless you have like a random Galvanic Blast splashed into your deck, which would be kind of cool. You just like keep looping the one Galvanic Blast. The artifact package lets you play Metalcraft cards and stuff in Turbo Fog, right? Maybe defeats a bit of the purpose. Whoa! Alright, Ward 2. Definitely gonna get rid of that card. I don't know what it is. It can only be a common, but I'd rather not find out the hard way. It was a 6 mana 6/7, or a 7 mana 6/7. Rift Burst Helion, or Helion. I like that. That's pretty cool. Oh no! Alright, so the next one will be for 4. Alright. Just a clean, full retail Nyxborn Hydra. Maybe waiting a turn was worth it, but I didn't. Curious what they do without black cards about a 4/5. Though they can have any color now. I wonder if this is free. Land enters, sack it, lets you tap an untapped artifact. Feels pretty easy to accomplish that. I actually really like this land. It's not an artifact, though. Yeah, maybe that's not. Maybe that's not right. Sure, we'll send this out here. It can't die to another bear trap, so I like it. There is black. Oh no. They actually played a 5 damage spell. Okay. Okay, a black-white spell. Persist, as long as it... Whoa. This is deep. I don't know what is happening, but I'm here for it. If it's 5 color, I don't think you want to play Promising Vein. That's kind of a little borderline. I mean, you have some plenty of colorless spells, though, actually, so... I'm not sure what to think of what's happening, but I like it. Always feels bad to bin a Galvanic Blast. They did not block. I've never seen this card in my life. Flying is modified, sure. Is this when it swings? Deals damage, okay. Oh, I didn't even look at this. Whenever this creature enters or dies, move a counter or something else. Opponent is deep in some crazy stuff. They are deep in it. I like it. Okay. Alright. Yup. Sure. Do you swing still? I don't know. Okay, I guess not. Alright, well. Let's get rid of this thing. Maybe I didn't want to sack that. Probably wanted to sack a spawn, actually. Yeah. Well, can't take it back. And pass. Alright, so a giant bestowed hydras in our future. These do have reach, so they can't really swing. I don't know if they're paying attention to that, but it is rather in their face. They could have another one of these. Colossal growth. Uh-huh. That's a cool art. That's really cool. Alright, they are aware of reach. Tragic for us. Tragic for the get free blocker enjoyers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Send it. Alright, 18. Trample. I suppose because these don't need bestow, running 4 is perfectly fine. I can't say ever having like 2 in my hand has actually felt truly bad, so I just don't need a creature to go with them. That? Wait a minute. No, that's not enough. You're just dead. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, that would be lethal if they blocked with a 1/1. If they stack their triggers differently, they still can't target this with the persist, the thing here. Because when this dies, you have to put a target on the stack. Before this would show back up with persist. We have not seen a way to sack Iker Wellspring. Have we? No. Greatness at any cost. Alright, we're gonna end this at a perfect 20. I give you nothing. That's funny. Greatness at any cost. I mean, hey, 5-color insanity is pretty neat. I don't know about this one, though. Don't know. This is probably just a new account. Just a new player, especially the speed they're playing. It's definitely new, but there is actually something here, I think. Prosthetic Prism does open up 4 to 5 color decks. Opponent's got me thinking about some crazy stuff, but I don't know what that really looks like. Don't know what it really looks like. Alright, let's play another deck. I think I played 3 yesterday, so 3 this time is kind of what I want to do. What do I actually want to do? I don't want to play Heir Apparent. What's interesting that we haven't done that is actually good and worth doing? Black-white bouncing stuff. And again, with artifact synergies is always nice. Like the Investigate card, Thraben Inspector, and like, what do we have for clue tokens? Why does this... Oh, right, it's Investigate. Right. I mean, I love these two, right? Love this. One of the most satisfying things to me is just have both these in the deck. Mono White Beatdown, we have not tried. I don't even think I've actually seen it. And I believe most of... Hold on, I have the Pauper deck right... I have, like, the deck in my hand. Let me look for it. Is it right here? Within reach, I mean. Thraben Inspector. Oh, man, can I actually just put my deck into Arena? No way. Alright, it's okay. Thraben Inspector. That one, this one. This is a full foil deck, too. I have all the... Full foil Pauper. Oh, there's no gates. I don't have the gate buff land. Yeah, you can't play a Basilisk Gate. So we have that. This is easily replaceable with a better card. It's just the one I have. We do not have... We don't have Squadron Hawk. But we do have the 3-mana ones. I don't know if that makes sense. What about this one? You can only put one to your hand, right? Each time? Yeah. Devotion. We have Chimera. Ooh. Okay, this is exciting. What else is in here? What else is in here? That doesn't exist. I do have Volt Scourge in here. I don't know if that's the kind of thing we're looking for here. There's 50 versions of that. Alright, the more I go through this, the less I even actually want. Oh, I've been looking for this land. Dang it. I've been looking for that Plains. It's one of these, like... It's an Odyssey foil. One of the first planes I ever had. I've been looking for this stupid thing. There it is. What's the other half of this deck? Oh man, I must have taken it apart. Over here? No. No, I don't see it. Dang it. Is it on this pile? No, these are real cards. Yeah, this isn't Pauper. This is my Mardu Pyromancer because Faithless Looting got unbanned pile. Huh. Okay. Guess I'll just have to think. Guess we'll just have to think. Search Party Captain, that's the name of it. Alright, that was easy. Search Party Captain. And... There's another, it's a 3-2. It might be a Spirit? I think it's a 3-2 Spirit. So we're gonna guess. Is this it? Nope. Nope. Pretty sure it's on Arena. So I would assume it is not a spirit. Then what is it? It's a... Ride's End? Probably worth thinking about. The vehicle part doesn't really matter, but it does exile. Certainly. What is the name of that creature? Ah. Something to do with lands. Oh, what about this? 3-mana 4/4. Possibly? Reanimator? I don't think you can. I don't think there are any reanimate spells in Pauper. There's the white ones that reanimate 3s and down, but that's all there is. I could be wrong, but I don't think there's options. We can look at it though. We can definitely look into it. Okay, the card I'm thinking about does not appear to exist. Let me open my... Hold on, I'm gonna open my magic folder, magic decks. Just look what the name of it is. Start. Load. There are plenty? Are you sure? I don't know. Alright. We have... it is a spirit. Ah! Oh, wait, hold on. I appear to have lost Magic Arena. There it is. Soul... How is it not in Arena? It's MH3. Martyr's Soul? Martyr's... What set is this? Modern Horizons 1. Tragic. Actual tragedy. Okay. We don't have that or that. We don't have Battalion. We do have this. We do have... Bone Splitter. We don't have that or that. Okay. Emerge? Oop. Oh. Whoa, we do. All right, what are we reanimating? That is my next question. What are we reanimating in Pauper? What is Cloud Shift doing? It can blink, search party captain to draw, and Thraben Inspector and stuff to make a clue token. I don't believe there's much else that would make too much sense. I need probably 2 more creatures. Alright, maybe this actually doesn't... Maybe this isn't possible. Definitely down to 20 of these. At this point, I guess I'll just directly look at creatures. Healer's Hawk is interesting. So was Fairy Guide Mother. Core Skyfisher, probably really good. I don't think I like Inspiring Overseer at 3 mana, but it does fly, and it's another thing to pick up with our stuff. Why are these different? That bothers me. Why must you do this to me, wizard? There we go. We have Bonded Construct. Doesn't count for devotion. Maybe Warlord's Elite is too difficult to play. Go down 2 Bones. No, I like all the Bone Splitters. Every Bone Splitter is fine. Maybe 19 lands? At least slide 1 of these in here. Go down 1 Bone Splitter. I wouldn't... You don't have to play white just for the reanimate spell. You can play whatever you want. We don't have the flying version of this. Okay, Cut Short looks maybe questionable. Actually, because we have rides in, maybe Cut Short to its entirety looks questionable. Doo-doo. Oh, Savannah Lion? No way. Okay, never mind. We don't have to play Bonded Construct. Don't have to have another creature, and it's devotion. It's like just like a direct upgrade in every conceivable way. Did not know it was in the game. What about you? Nope. No good modular. This makes a token when it dies? This gives flying, right? Yeah, that's interesting. Like that. That's actually kind of interesting. But no, let's try to... Let's try to... So we have Summon Undead. So we got 8. They're at 5 mana. Kind of ugly. Kind of ugly. And then... I just don't know what to reanimate, so... More efficient. Why is that more efficient? Alright, so we have upwards of 12. Why was this not in the list of cards? I just... Target creature you control from the graveyard. Why did that not show up? Return target creature grave. Maybe it did, I just didn't see it. I don't believe there's anything to reanimate. Well, I like this card a lot, but I mean, casting it for 1 less mana off of a reanimate spell feels like not great. Could probably just put Terror in here as something to actually just cast. I do be liking the giant turtle, but there's actually a better one now, isn't there? Yeah, there's this one. There is just a better one. It was a 7/5. When it enters, you get to not really do anything. Okay. This puts itself in the graveyard, and so does the Ent. So you can have a turn 4 Ent or a turn 4 Troll. Maybe even Gurmag if we just fill the graveyard. Oh, 9/9. 10/10. When you cast or cycle it, Scion. 6/8 reach. 7/7 Cascade. Not going to be cascading. What about you? Same deal. Okay. Alright, so there's some pretty interesting reanimate targets. Oh, there's also this. Yeah, that's actually a solid as well. Okay. But you need a way to actually discard cards. So you need, like, Faithless Looting and whatnot. Becomes blocked, steal 2 life. No, the text box in this is not real. But it is a 8/6. I'd much prefer this to be a 6/8, but I don't think that's better than the other options. Alright, I don't think this is real. At this point, you might as well not play the reanimate spells and just play ramp spells. Yeah, I don't think there's a reanimate strategy in Pauper. There's absolutely not a saga strategy. I'll tell you that right now. That's not... I don't even have to look at the sagas. That's not real. That's... Nope. There's one interesting saga, I think, but that's saying if it is or isn't mono... if it isn't common. I actually don't know if it's common. Off the top of my head. Alright, Savannah Lions. Get in there. Wow, this is actually a really good first hand. That's funny, I can tap these for this. This is hilarious. Don't stonewall me, please! Okay, not necessarily stonewalling me. Oh, what is this? Mole Drifter, Ent, Candle Trap. Whoa, deep. Draw 2, then discard? Yeah, that's like Faithless Looting, you mean? But slightly less good? Alright, Warlords Elite. Get in there. Okay. No. Wait, what does this do? Defender. Okay, so they just get rid of the card whenever they want. We can play this and pick up a land. Don't forget you do have the ability to do that. We're getting there. Oh, we're getting there. Okay. Yeah, Savannah lions are rare. It's actually an uncommon here as well. We're cheating. Don't tell wizards. Oh no, that's what I just did. They're cheating. Literally cheating right back. So do they value trade? Can they? I don't care. I don't think they can. Alright, well, apparently. You're at 4, I'll just play another creature. Take a land, and no reason to move the weapon. Well, there's no board wipes. Can I do something about this? No. It is an infinite blocker. It doesn't take any combat damage. That's very strange. Okay. Whenever an enchantment enters... Alright, I think my opponent is dead. Yep. If they had the blocker... Hold on. If they had the blocker... Block. Oh, they're still dead. Okay, I didn't actually have to kill that, but... I mean, there's nothing else to do, right, except crack these. Cool, that was, like, kind of the perfect opener. I mean, a turn 3 elite, while also being able to swing, was just really good. Wow. Cool. But, what saga was I talking about? Let me see if see it's in the game. Let us see if it's in the game. This is all of them, right? Yep. It is not. Okay. Yeah, the one I'm thinking of is not common. So the only one that's really... I do actually like this one. I think this is actually fine. But the one that's really just good is this one, which is in my other Pauper deck that I own on paper. This one is totally reasonable. I could probably even just splash black for the these kinds of cards in the deck we're playing right now, but I don't know what else would be showing up with black. Like creature, enchantment, and I think that's all I'm interested in. Changeling Outcast is interesting. It's 1 damage a turn that my opponent doesn't do too well to deal with. Although there is this card, which is basically swinging twice with my Outcast, but also gets rid of a card. Might just be slightly better if I was going to go in that direction. You can also pick up Okiba with your stuff, and Cloud Shift it too. But then our mana base gets ugly, because I don't want tap lands. Like, I just can't run tap lands, and that is pretty ugly. Yeah, I think mono white's just the way to go. Well, we have Faithless Looting. I don't have to play other, like, sagas. If you're talking about Reanimator, that is. Like, there's infinite ways to discard giant creatures for Reanimator. That is not... I didn't bring that variable up for a reason. You do not struggle with discarding them to anything. That's very easy. It's just discarding something that's worth discarding, and also running reanimate spells, and also preferably not dying by turn 5 or whatever, because you're not interacting with your opponent. It would just take some fine-tuning. Well, Faithless Looting's the best one. It's not even close. It's not even remotely close. It's by far the best one. Yep, I am gonna have to trade with that. I think my opponent's is a bit better than mine. So this here. What else did this do? That's all it did? Okay. Well, not looking too good here. Ugh, this is ugly. This is bad. This is where gaining flying would be ideal if I could run blue cards for flying enchantments and stuff. Not really the matchup I like to see here. Yeah, we're gonna cast another one. Seize the Spoils cost 3, though. There's no reason to not play Faithless Looting. Just play Faithless Looting. Seize the Spoils gives you a treasure, so you can go into 3 into 5 on your reanimate spell, I guess. Okay, well, I'm not sure why my opponent decided to do this turn instead of just not, like, last turn, but okay. Believe I just swing all out? And we play this, pick up a land, play a land. Yeah. And there's no reason to not play this? No, there is. Okay. Uh, 4, 8, 9, 10. So a 2-turn clock already in play. I guess I'll just do this. I won't swing there because I have lethal out of hand. So it's just life gain or I win, or stupid enchantment that nullifies everything. Oh look, it's life gain. Very fun and interesting. I'm glad my opponent had to take more than 2 seconds for the first 3 turns. Because playing that deck is really hard. I don't have a... No, there's no edict or anything that deals with that. We've not drawn this yet. This does work, but it does demand another land. I don't think I am blocking. That's a Doom mover. Okay. That's kind of crazy. So here, here. Alright. Warlord's Elite time. True Love's Kiss? What is that? Is that the blood token thing? We were playing that earlier. Assuming that's the name of that card, I actually can't remember. My opponent is interested in playing more lands. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. Let's see if we can't do a little stone walling. Oop. Moderate stone walling. I think I will play this here. Oh, that just worked out perfectly. Actually, I can swing now. Nice. Ooh, what's this? Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, you still want to swing all out, for sure. Okay, here. Here. And pass. We've stopped the might tokens. The mites can't get in anymore. I think they should swing. They do, yep. Ooh, perfect. Oh man, we're cooking. We're getting... We beat the poison deck. Or rather, I'd be surprised if we didn't, but... Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I mean, they got to 6. They did get to 6. It's so satisfying when your cards just come together like this. Very nice. This is a very strange card. I don't know if they really wanted to put lands on top. I think that was actually a bad idea, right? They did have a 5-drop, and I would say the 5-drop's probably one of the more expensive cards in their deck, if not the most expensive. But still, I don't know. It's kind of rough to do that, like, ever, right? It's just this effect is kind of a nightmare to ever try to go for, but interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, this is working. I'd say this is working. There's definitely more removal we could try, but it gets in the way of killing our opponent. I think I'd be more interested in giving my stuff flying. We've not played the mono blue ninja deck. I don't think I've played that in like 2 years. I don't know if I even made a video of it. Warlord's Elite has been very satisfying. I've never seen this card before. Alright, so it's this thing again. It is the poop version, but I can't do anything about it, so... This feels unwinnable. Can't swing with that. Yeah, it's just unwinnable. I think it's completely and utterly unwinnable. Like, it's not even close. No. Oh, the old talentless deck. We do have removal for the ward version. I didn't draw it. I don't think that warrants more removal, though, because I should usually expect the better version of that deck to be played, where I can't cast removal anyways, so I just don't. But I guess if people aren't playing it, then shoot, maybe I should just run more removal. That is a fair assessment. Was this a discard spell? Okay. When it dies, one target, you gain a life. This is definitely worth a trade, right? Maybe it isn't. I can't tell. Because I can't tell, I'm sending it. You tell me, opponent. You tell me if it's worth it. Apparently it is. Alright. Couldn't tell. Opponent said it was. Alright. You take a turn off, doing nothing. Cracking the clue is fine. When this attacks, you steal a life. Alright. Oh no. Warlord to delete. I don't have the card to go with you this time. What have I done? So... Here... Here... Equip. Threatens 6 damage next turn. I can actually pick this back up off of its own adventure as well. Our saving grace in this matchup is probably higher toughness stuff, because it looks like we're doing similar things. Kind of lose if they have an answer. So I guess I can't ferry. Yeah. Alright. This is fine. I mean, to be honest, neither was I. Wasn't super familiar what existed. But I just found Warlord's Elite. Combat Trick is probably lights out, so I'm just not going to block. It seems like there's no reason to not expect a really bad thing to happen there. But with Rides in next turn, I feel better about things. Do I play Core Skyfisher? I think I actually will. What does this do? I should probably read it. If it's suspected, put a counter on it. Otherwise, suspected. If this is suspected. Suspected creature's menace. Okay, so you can actually keep doing this. Ooh, that's kind of scary. Well, in this matchup, it's scary, I guess. It's a lot of mana, but... Alright, there was the combat trick. I guess. I suppose. Alright, I'm going to block the 1/1 to dodge a +1 kind of card here. And if they do reanimate this, it's like the least threatening thing to reanimate, so... There's not a lot of +2 in black. Oh, there's certainly a lot of mine. Wait, what? Okay. Well, I mean, they let me go to blocks for no reason. Alright, infinite glue tokens. Let's go. Okay. Infinite clue tokens, let's go. Actually, I'm gonna just draw one here. Hitting a land would be alright. That's also okay. Am I swinging? No. I will commit this now. No, I don't have to. We're just gonna pass. I don't have to do that. Alright, don't think my opponent can get out of this. They've put a good effort, though. They're still at 20. That was a lot of life gain. We actually have a lot of resilience. This deck is very resilient. But like I said, high toughness nonsense is gonna be very annoying for this deck. But they were able to swing into this. They were able to do that. Oh, the lion. It's here. That was a cool game. That was a very interesting game. I don't think there were any cards in my opponent's deck I have once seen. I've seen this before, actually. I've seen that one before, but other than that one, pretty interesting. I like the late game gummed up board mana sink spam thing. Very, very, very slow, but, you know, that's pretty cool. There were also no redundant things like Clay Golem, the skeletons that come out of the graveyard. They didn't have any of that stuff going on. This is also interesting. I had to mute my mic, I sneezed. Lifelink, whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a counter. I think there's a better version of this. I think so. Also, hello. Yeah, there might be, I'm not sure. Pretty cool. I like that. I like it. I like it. Oh, we got the stuff. We actually have never played Search Party Captain yet. Just haven't played it yet. Get in there, Thraben Inspector. Get in there. Don't you do it. Ah, tragic. Man, that's better than anywhere else here, too, isn't it? Well, to a degree. Wonder if it's right to just crack a clue there? Probably not. Okay, well, hopefully that's not the kind of deck I'm thinking of. It'd be unfortunate. That is not mutate. Problems. Well, it doesn't take much for my opponent to really do anything, so... I think we're at the point where we're just looking for a removal spell or the game's over. Pretty, straightforward. Looks like they have some kind of protection spell on top of everything. Yep. No surprise there. Well, have the other best mutate card, of course. Okay. Ooh boy. I don't think I'm winning by not swinging for 3, so I swing for 3. And play another one of these. Suppose picking up the Overseer is... No, let's just do this. It's just more mana efficient, I think. Just looking for the same card. Just keep looking for it. Also, it might not actually be a protection spell. Okay. Didn't know what that attack with a 2-2 meant, so it felt worth it to just send everything in front of it. Oh, okay, well, we drew it. I will not swing. I don't want to lose to a single removal spell. They don't have to manually tap this, but I wonder what that means. Spore Mound. 1/1s are not necessarily a problem. I'm gonna just do this right now. Unbelievable. It actually worked. That's unbelievable. I can't believe we won that. That felt completely unwinnable. Wow. That's kind of insane. I mean, my opponent did exactly what they want to do basically every single game. That's just one removal spell, right? That's all that I needed, I guess. Yeah, I thought there was a protection spell earlier because these hold priority, and I keep forgetting that, even if you don't have anything to go with them. I don't know why it does that, but it's something to pay attention to. The only reason I'm aware of that is because I played them, and that's what they do, so... Wow, yeah, that did not feel good, especially with all these, like, things in our hand that are kind of irrelevant. But you do see the power of just a fair amount of our cards drawing cards, right? My opponent saw 47, we saw 39. I really think I want more removal, though, so... Seems like the biggest crutch for this is removal. Not enough removal. So, I had 4? I do have 4. I thought I only had 3. I would... Whoop, that's not how you spell convoke. That's also not how you spell it. Alright, I did it. I figured it out. I don't believe this is a real card. Or this... I feel like this should... No. What about this? Nope. This? Oh, this is a funny one. That's really funny. It's adorable. What about you? Nope. Yeah, it's just cut down. Or cut short. Yeah. I don't know if I want all of them. Bone Splitter might feel like the least relevant card in here. So maybe I could just take them out. It has not felt like I've needed these to push lethal in any game. It's like I'm stabilizing and whatnot. Yeah, I think we can probably just get rid of these. I think I like Guide Mother more. Okay. I also am not taking out a creature, notably for a Convoke spell, which would be ideal. I don't think I can afford to run any less creatures than I have currently. So. I will admit the Fairy Guide Mother has not done much, but I think that's subject to change. This is actually a pretty cool deck. I haven't seen anything from any opponent that's even close to this either. I don't think I've seen Mono White beat down at all, other than like cards you own kind of thing. Nothing like thought out. I'm a bit blown away. I won that last game. It's so nice to have 8 of these. So nice. Terramorphic Expanse on turn 1. Well, Forest. Okay. Sky Fisher is just so nice. Get a swamp? Oh, they didn't get a swamp. Oh man, I was hoping it was my deck. Oh well, maybe next time. I think this is Turbo Fog. Yeah. So not much time left here. I should probably just send a bunch of stats in play. Probably even just pick up a land with this, because, I mean, I need to put stats in play. Well, hopefully this not being Bone Splitter doesn't ruin everything, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm going to pick up a land. I don't want him to pick up any stats. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9. That's pretty cool. I don't think this is a turn my opponent even has to cast a fog. Oh. What? What the? Chat, I've made a mistake. Opponent's playing something actually really cool here. Alright, we tried this. Not in this, but we did try this spell. It's one of my favorite spells. I mean, I expect Tolarian Terror now at this point as well. Maybe it's not Turbo Frog. Turbo Frog. Turbo Fog. Maybe not. Still could be. But having this in your deck is kind of weird to me. Okay, now they're swinging with it. Oh, we're back on Fog. Yeah, we're back on Fog. Don't really think trading damage is, makes sense. I suppose I'll just convoke. Could have convoked before they hit me as well. I don't expect a counterspell. I mean, that'd be weird. Applied Biomancy? Oh! Whoa! Whoa! See if you can't draw land. Perfect. What else does this do? Alright, yeah, okay. Still like my opponent's deck. Ley line, yep, the other... Wait, what does this do? Number of lands you control. Alright. Really cool deck. I like what I saw there. I can't say I've seen this one before. It costs 6, so it's a bit rough, really, in my opinion. I think this might actually just be okay as Tolarian Terror instead of this card, right? It's essentially the same thing, with maybe slightly smaller stats, but you get to play it when it matters. This is a really cool thing, though. We gotta remember this. Someone have to remind me of whatever just happened. I don't think this is great, though. A little questionable. But this double spell in a single spell thing is really cool, right? Get this, get that. 2 spells for this, 2 spells for Tolarian Terror. Gurmag Angler could even come in here. Could probably stay blue-green. Okay, I can't keep thinking. I'm gonna get stuck here. Really cool, though. Alright, we have time for like 1 or 2 more games, and I just have to go. I have to go. And then more Pauper tomorrow. And then back to anything that isn't Pauper, because it's not in the game. It never was. I don't know what you're talking about. Can't mulligan. Refuse. Search Party Captain. Hasn't shined yet. I think I've played against this person before. I don't believe I'd ever run like a disenchant or anything. Iron Apprentice. When it dies, if it counters on it, alright, so like modular, but it's super specific about it for some reason. Let's play this one. This one gets cheaper later. Let's just play this one. Yeah, it gets cheaper later, and I have unblockable creatures, so it's a good chance it will just always be cheaper. Barring, I don't know, Galvanic Blast? So, probably a second one then? No. Alright. Funny. And, doesn't look... Yeah, I'm gonna play this. We are gonna play this. There's some good draws. Some also not great ones. But I'm okay with trading with one of these. Another, no cranial... Oh, never mind. Silly me. Yep, always have it. That's my bad. That's my bad, Jeff. Always, always, always. Let's play the Swing Anyways game. Play this. Actually, maybe swinging was wrong. It was probably wrong. Ugh, Cranial Ram is so dumb. So stupid. I don't think it should be in this format. There's always something that ruins everything, but whatever. Sometimes they don't actually have it. Sometimes it actually isn't just always in their hand. Sometimes they actually have to think. the heck is this? Okay. So, double block that. Block that. I feel like we're on the teetering on the edge of wasting our time territory at this point. Yeah. Cranial Ram, Cranial Ram, Cranial Ram, every game. Mulligan to 1, just keep it in your hand. No other card is relevant. Cranial Ram, Cranial Ram, Cranial Ram. Probably shouldn't be in the format, I must admit. I'm willing to admit it. Probably doesn't belong. This isn't even normal Pauper either. The deck is fine without it. I really do think that. I don't have a problem with artifacts. It's just that one card. It's just that one card. And it probably makes sense to mulligan for it basically every game. The more I play against it and play with it, it just makes more and more sense to never keep a hand without it. As it is just that good. Alright. I'm not taking their time with playing lands. Interesting. Yeah, we'll play one of these. Definitely willing to trade, so... I think my opponent would like to trade as well. No, wow, really? Okay. Interesting. Well, no cranial ram. You can see what the difference is. Though there's still a chance they have one at this point. I mean, they've seen almost a third of the deck. It's an interesting trade, but Galvanic Blast is a bit of a blowout, so... I think I can get rid of that card. No, we can just get rid of a land. That's fine. Oh, look, it's Cranial Ram. Oh, well. Of course. But it's late enough to be actually beatable. What is one blue or black? I know Galvanic Blast, but I don't know what this could mean. Metallic Rebuke? Still haven't seen anyone play that yet. Does this do anything for 1 mana? No? Yeah, what is 1 mana here? I have no idea. This would be the first Metallic Rebuke I've seen. It is a Metallic Rebuke. Alright. Finally happened. Just gone so long without anyone playing it. It's kind of crazy. And I think I can swing with one of these. Suppose I can actually swing with this as well. Yeah. Removal spell kills me? I guess they don't have it. Well, guess you don't need anything when you always have this. Not sure what to do here. I don't think I can do anything. Just play a random 3/3. Well, by that logic, I guess I'll play this instead. Can I swing for 2? No. No. Alright, I think we're just wasting our time. Stupid cards. Dumb. Every time I see it, I should just concede. Feels like a complete waste of my time. Whatever. Whatever. Alright. I mean, I really like this. I was a big fan of this. It's not as good as my Pauper equivalent, but we don't have every card available to us in a Magic Arena, but this is functional. I'm surprised I haven't seen anyone try anything like this. The only downside is Cranial Ram. Again, right? It's just Cranial Ram sort of shoves away all the other possible things you could do in terms of, like, creature beatdown, because Cranial Ram exists. Now, you can answer it, and you can respect it, and I guess that's the way to go forward with it, but other than that card, I really like this. This is all very satisfying. Warlords Elite is hilariously efficient, and this wasn't as good. Maybe if I had slightly more creatures to discount it, but I don't know. I think it's fine. Maybe it could just be a 2 of or a 3 of or something like that, but as it stands, I wasn't really upset with it, but yep, that's all I've got, so that's all I've got. Obligatory comment about I wish Pauper was around the whole time, but it's not. Alright, I gotta go, so there'll be more Pauper tomorrow. I'm still really enjoying this format. I really, really am. Cranial plating is not destroying my enjoyment of it at all. I really do like this format. All right, I'll see you guys next time.